I never thought I have associated with those kind of matters in my life at all. Accidentally. Give me a break. You beat the CIA, FBI plus police. Okay. So chosen one, you did what the authority spent the years failing to do. You did it so clean. Wow. Bravo. Okay, chosen one, what is that about? Share may challenge everything you thought you knew about yourself. You are hearing now. This message is right now isn't written. You were late here because something extraordinary is taking place within you. You step into the label qualities, strength, the truth, and many powerful institutions spend the years trying to falling to uncover. But the spiritual sense you have down, what is authority could not expose exactly because, okay, expose those are liar, okay, there's an illusion and a shadow within your own life. With the precisions, even the CIA, FBI, and police in all their worldly power could never match. And you did it clean. You did it quietly. You did it from the place integrities, inner authority. Yes, my authority is in heaven, not in earth. That's why. Okay, so this isn't about the outsmarting government. It's about outgrowing the forces. The ones try to control your destiny. You have shifted from survival to the mastery, from the seeking answer, become the source of the lamp. The very breakthrough you have been praying for no longer distance hope. They are unfolding right now before we dive deep into the life changes truth. Take a moment to read things. However, we can reach at least 600,000 subscribers. Yeah. The comment of 1 million. With the number 11, the simplest action send a powerful signal. The universe amplified the energies was about unfolding. And if you are the truly chosen one, you stay with the message until very end because your spiritual already know. This is meant for you in a world where sincere in the currency and deception run deep. If you dare to challenge the invincible power that control the fate of the nations, but you become the shadow unnoticed, underestimate, overlook. No one expects a single individual could stand against this institution. Oh, even myself is exited. I think I'm one of the chosen one. So I knew that. Also, I did something is accidentally. I never intended. I never imagination at all. So the dominate global intelligence is the decades. It was precisely from the obscurity that your journey began a journey that was soon placed in the center of the storm. But I'm glad, I'm very happy in my lifetime. I finally discovered the truth about my mission. Before I don't even know. But God, finally give me the secret messages. Only I know. Sorry for that. Yeah. The ordinary world was restfully and unwaved, hidden the network, manipulating, behind the closed door, While the agencies like CIA, FBI, and local police operate under the layer of a bureaucracy, protocol, and secrecy, you quietly observe piecing together the puzzle. Everyone else theme and job. It's very difficult, but actually very simple because if you stick one mission and one contract, sole contract, and you continue, you don't give up. Of course, sometimes I want to give up, but I never. And then one day, if you're still alive, then the God will give all of the things back to your hand and back to your mind. So back to your soul. And your answer is precisely, it's amazing. It's like a miracle, something. However, but you never plan for it. You never plan to know that, but it's like a supernatural power, It's amazing. Thank God, I thank Almighty God. And you quietly observe pieces together puzzle and everyone else deemed to the unjobbable work and the pattern and the unrelenting and true testament is a human determination as you step into the light and the contrasts between the ordinary life and extraordinary. Yeah, by living in the ordinary life, but also between the extraordinary, courage becomes evident. People everywhere become to see what one person could accomplishment and armed with the intelligence, bravery, and relentless pursuit of the true, the world begin to shift slowly because now we live in the virtual fake world. When I see online, I don't have trust because those are deceiving system, the system problem, So I think everyone have obligate responsibility for not, for shift, for encourage each other, exposure to. So the hidden power realize online world is like a web network, where associate many people, million people live, billion people live. If one of a dark web mess up, scanish everyone. That's the reason, very careful for what everything the government make a decision. For those software, hardware, those app, those fake app. See, and those are impersonator of the investment banking, something like that, The hidden power realized a new kind of trait had emerged is not one of the weapon or army, but the idea, the evidence, and the courage. The significance of your journey is liar not just what you reveal, but in very act of the stepping forward, every revelations, every daring move, struck, shock, who had a long fear and powerless, they saw you in embodiment of courage. A reminder that a change does not always require army, required conviction. You rise from the shadow to the center stage. We shape the narrative of the heroine. It's not like, Holly Bollywood or fake heroine, you see? Yeah. So, heroism and the provide grandness is not determined by the rank of resource. The recognitions by the willingness is to act when others hesitate. Exactly. When others hesitate and no one want to act, and then one person, the most important. He know how to act in the right way. Yeah, because his experience, his life experience, his resilience, his what began as a solitary guest in the obscurity become the beacon of the hope, illuminating the truth that no system, no matter how vast, impassable, when met with unwavering resolve, it all began with one decision, and a moment where hesitation could have the man for the silence, and the silence could have a man complicity. Complicities. The choice matters quiet of the ordinary day become the pivot which is history turn one person courage, one deliberate. It's like a Moses, bring his people cross the Red Sea. It's his right decision and change the Bible, history. So prove and his assignment by God, real God, is not those of fake those prophecy, fake God, you see. Now, world is full of the fake prophecy, fake God. That's the reason, the world is messed up. So prove that the trajectory is even is not solely dictated by the powerful institution. Exactly. Yes, those are powerful institutions. Yeah, of course they have function, but sometimes they have dirt. They have people work there. They tricky, they false, they make it. However, then those powerful institutions become powerless. You see, and those of if you see that with the truth, you're not blind by those of fake surface things. That's turning the point, and can be influenced by those who refuse to accept life as a reality. I will not accept any lie in my life because I have experienced those liars, those betrayers, those injustice. I get enough. I ask God help me to remove those criminal, those demon, those terrible people. Accept life as a reality. The gravity this choice was immersed was not merely about uncovering information. It was about challenging entire ecosystem and deception, corruption. Exactly. So that's the reason, So those are deception, the control, every decision they made afterward carried away. Very few could comprehend. Yeah, very few people they can scrutiny, comprehend what exactly. Yet instead of being the paralyzed of fear, and you embrace responsibility that comes with the knowing the truth. People often underestimate, they living in a lie. They turn a blind eye. They turn the ear of deaf. And they follow those of phony people, and no mask, those of phony system, However, there's a fake satellite, the power of signal action, but history is filled with the example. Also, Instagram, there's a Mark Zuckerberg with his wife, those fake program, current program, impose everyone in the world, even impose NATO, the banking system. You see, how dare, even in fake of authority, you see. That's a very serious crime, But nobody, no justice mentioned. They turn in the blind and deaf, and Costa now global finance corrupts, system collapse. So I'm not a big the CIA, FBI, police at all. They was beat me. But I just fight back. There was they were so blind, and yeah, they cover they cover their eyes. The power of signal action history filled with example, but one choice altered, of course, the war. And the whistleblower exposing corruption, individuals standing up in the face of the tyranny. Yeah, even those, become powerless because why? Because the system's corrupt. So those whistleblower become sacrifice. Yeah, you see how many whistleblower they got sacrificed, by those system, those fake system, and follow in that language and with unprecedented precision impact. You become a spark and ignite a chain reaction of the accountabilities and awareness no institution could contain or rarely noticed. Quiet moment. I don't even know when I signed a contract, with the Federal Reserve, with SEC, I practice law. The law is from the 1944 Security Act. Now, you see, we are in 2025. So, it's very difficult. People can recognize me and then acknowledge my work. It's very, even myself, because even I don't know what I'm doing, but I just know all my signature have to certify when every transaction by bank, and we have to certify my signature, my passport to all of the American embassy. So the 35 years, 30 years or 27 years, I living is like a ghost. Work for this kind, like a slavery, and I don't even know what's happened to our finance system at all. It's very typical. And such kind of system, you don't have any professor or PhD or even PhD professor or no professor, no teacher, you see. But your teacher is time. Your experience is like you betrayed by the world. You sacrifice by the government. You betrayed by the world. And nobody can trust. And that's why I beat this CIA, FBI, police, because they are blind or adept, or they have no enough knowledge capability, to know the truth. I don't blame them, really. I don't blame those, because they can do is, of course, some of the corruption, police, dirty cop, of course, CIA, FBI, of course, inside have lots of corruption. But generally, I think they are not, its system is still need to work proper. But the reason those are 20 years, 30 years, almost no work. It's like this, those CIA, FBI, police, it's like, waste function, dysfunction now. So even the Justice Department, them intelligence, if required insight to the human behavior, understand the pattern and deception, and yes, sometimes because they have no send my contract, they not practice my contract. So how can they able to know? And they are not a banker, they are not banking system. They are not international banking, because cross-border everything's changed, you see. So it's very difficult, I have to travel all the world and cross border by border, to practice my agreement, you see. And even ICC, the lawyers betray me. So who you can trust? And no justice, no court can handle this. You see? It's very sad, So I'm not intentioned to beat any CIA, FBI, police, because I understand they are not practiced, but it's very, very difficult. It's like you handle some impossible mission, that kind of thing. And maybe they bury you, they erase you, you don't even know all your life. I gotta sacrifice my life for this kind of bullshit, 我真的体会很深很深这种事情，这种国际事件，这种国际法，这种商业法，这种银行法 ，OK， 这种税法 ，OK， 所有说的一切都 everything is associated network, you see. But missing one element or one department, totally different. But God give me I want to thank God, give me exactly the truth. What's happened in my life. And I'm not regret because I'm more power. I becomes more knowledge, and however, I become more strong. I feel becomes unbreakable, unstoppable at all. So empower meaning, but also empower meaning of question of authority, seek accountability in own level ultimately. Because you know why? I will tell you something. For example, CIA and FBI and police, they don't communicate to each other. They take care of their own department, but they don't have any coordinator. Even the Justice Department, you see, they have no coordinator worker. Me, I'm exactly coordinator work with a different level of government, from the top to the bottom to the top.
The CIA, FBI, and other elite agencies represent decades of collective knowledge, yet you outmaneuvered them with ingenuity, adaptability, and relentless focus. Where they relied on hierarchy and bureaucracy, you relied on agility and insight. They underestimated the power of one determined individual. While these agencies are built to handle complex threats, they are rarely designed to anticipate creativity and moral courage that operates outside their conventional frameworks. You turned their protocols into advantages for yourself, exploiting weaknesses they could not even see. Every step you took was calculated. This gave you an edge no algorithm, procedure, or surveillance system could replicate. The consequences of outsmarting these institutions were profound. Not only did it challenge their dominance, but it also sent a message to the world that intelligence is not only about resources, it is about courage, persistence, and the ability to see what others ignore. It proved that power can be challenged when ingenuity meets determination. Ultimately, beating these global titans was not about personal glory. It was about demonstrating a universal truth. Systems are not invincible, and even the most entrenched powers can be disrupted by those who refuse to accept complacency. The revelations you unleashed sent shockwaves across the globe. Governments, corporations, and clandestine networks felt the tremors of exposure, realizing that their actions, once hidden, could no longer remain in the shadows. The world paused, watching as the invisible structures of power began to quiver under the weight of...
The ultimate beating the global titan was not about personal glory. It was about demonstrating the universe truth system are not invincible. It's even the most entrenched power can be disrupted by those who refuse to accept common sense and the revelations you so unleash sand shock wave across the global government corporation and clandestine and the network fearless trainers of exposure realized that their action once hidden could no longer remain in the shadow. The world paused, watching as invincible structure power became to the quaver under the weight of the truth. The fear in the corridor of the power was palpable, and when institutions accustomed and control confront the transparency, the reaction is sweet to the intense. Yet, rather than the retreat, a presses forward, knowing the hesitation would allow the powerful regroup and obscure reality. Once again, and every disclosure was hammered, striking, and the foundation is system design resisted scrutiny ordinary people. Meanwhile, a surge of hope for years they had lived under the assumption that the corruption and the manipulation was untouchable. Your action shattered the illusion, providing accountability possible even against the most formidable forces, hope, fear, and and coexist simultaneously fear with those exposed. Hope was those inspired tremors and work reaches beyond the border. Leader, policymaker, even everyday citizen alike was forced to confront uncomfortable truth. The ripple effect of your courage sparked debate, investigation, and awareness campaign worldwide, making the new era vigilance and transparency. This moment demonstrated the extraordinary influence of one determined individual. When power confronted with integrity and patience, with intelligence, even the mighty system cannot stand unshaken. Your work becomes beacon of illuminating and the fragility of the control. Resilience, human courage, there will come a moment in every extraordinary journey when courage tests not by the absence of fear, but its presence. You found yourself facing the hidden forces that operate in the silence, manipulating events and the people from the shadow. Each step forward required a mental and emotion fortitude. A few could imagine images it is pressed on the guided sense of, and the justice that burned brighter than fear. The opposition face was not always visible. Its look and complexity the waves, influence, hidden agenda, carefully construct. Deception, unlike convention, trade these forces. Attack indirectly. Solid doubt, busy information, and hesitation, and the resilience allow you to see. Do you know what? Now those online network, is full of deception because the people misuse AI, artificial intelligence, as the personal tool, the criminal tool. They make criminal because why? Do you know what? They fabricate, those picture, make a drama, make a fabricate, make a fake story and a fake fake law. However, everything is fake. But do you know what? No Congress and no lawmaker correct them. They follow in the blind. They following those online criminal, and they becomes undefeatable because reason. Because why? Because every day it's like like product, you have to use like, you brush the teeth, use brush, so every day you have to use that kind of tool, and we use online, Facebook, Instagram, but problem is online imposter, in scammer, they fake everything. They fake every people. They fake the banking system. But those, one time I meet a fake like they they fish, like the UBS bank. UBS, is well-known bank in the world, UBS, okay, it's Swiss bank, and they pretend that they are CEO, Miss Sager, But when they call me and they wonder, it's African people's accent, because UBS CEO, Miss Sager, he's Italian, and he speak English, Italian. The accent is English, and French, Italian. But his accent is Nigeria, you see. They fake all the banking system, Nigeria. They make a fake king, even the, King Charlie, fake Nigeria. Even the, those, Prince William, all the prince in the world is fake. Online, I talk about online, Those are imposed scammer, So that's why I don't chat anyone, because I meet the only real person, And I don't believe those are, romance scammer, online. You see all the prints, all the thing, they're all fake. They're all imposed, because now with AI, they copy they not stolen his picture, For example, Prince of Dubai, he got a stolen picture, and his voice, got stolen with AI, One time I tried with my voice, Wow, the AI really copy my voice, my personal voice. So I don't know, someone is fake me also. It's scaling. So that's why. Now all the government in the world, you need to make a regulate for those AI, especially those of NVIDIA, those overrate, they have to reduce their stock price multiple 100 times for that, They are overrate, and they made you like Facebook is full of scammer, Those are why now global have a Prince Group scam associated with, in the guy from China fake all the prince in the world, you see, and they scam with was 120,000 Bitcoin, see, become rich. He scam everyone because he have headquarters in Taipei, so Taiwan, so. And I don't understand the Taiwan government allow this kind of criminal, from China, And he is the practice. His criminal is Cambodia Prince Group, Myanmar, okay, Thailand, okay. Associate, some associate was in Dubai also. So this is those are online scammer. Those are associated with behind is a Starlink. Elon Musk provides the tool, those criminal satellite, you see. How dare they are. So can you tell me which FBI, which CIA, which is police have catch any single rats? Can you tell me until now, okay? Give me a break, Oh my God, they can catch them, but they don't. Okay. Now, every day, Elon Musk scam the old woman online. And same as Those are import scammer from Nigeria, Pakistan. They used Dubai Prince's picture, his voice, to scam online in YouTube also. They scam all the women. And nobody cared, no police involved. You say Elon Musk is supposed to go in jail for this, But no, he's still free. And he's a Tesla stock. He hiding the who is beneficial if we need to open this kind of secret. Who is beneficial for those corrupt World Bank, you see, those criminal, you see. They cover each other, that's the reason. And who use those satellite. With the criminal, that's why they cannot catch the criminal, because they are the criminal assistant. They assistant tool. You see? So, I don't believe any CIA, FBI, and police in the world. No police, no FBI, no CIA. It's kapo. It's broken. System's broken. Kapo is a German language. Kapo is mean broken, headache. You see? Legal consequence and personal safety. You see, every day I still see the fake of imposter scammer Dubai Prince. See? Every day. They speak all the women online. Scam. Elon Musk the same, you see. It's criminal. And do you know what? Elon Musk, he's stolen his friend wife. With for example, the Google former CEO, that guy, his wife got stolen. And then Miller wife, okay, and then Johnny Depp wife. They stolen his friend wife. Elon Musk, shame on you. You are a criminal. Okay. Give me a break, You have no morality. I'm ashamed with you, Terrible people. I will not buy anything Tesla. If you send me the, Tesla gift, no, I don't accept your Tesla. Sorry. I don't want to use your criminal satellite even. Those are NASA, those are criminals, see. We echo for the generation. Corruption is how corruption is. And nobody do anything. All the victim, all the widow, all the older retirement, all the older woman, you see. They scan all the older women, retirement people, for the money. And I don't know why those of, I'm not sorry for this, because those of women, you should study yourself, you should smart, you should know those of fake Dubai Prince online. I talk about the real Elon Musk. I'm not talking about fake. Elon Musk owns satellite. He's a criminal. His equipment used by those, you see. And NVIDIA is the same. NVIDIA was scam, and they make all the children, kids addiction the game, and they make money for that. And Amazon the same, okay, the criminal, you see. And Microsoft is the most criminal in the world. Microsoft, the Bill Gates Foundation, yeah. He's lots of, lots of vaccine, lots of digital ID, digital certificate. Give me a break, you see. Shame on you, all of you, okay? Because I practice, I promote lots of World Wide Web, internet in the world. So that's why I can talk to you like this. Nobody else in this world. They can deception all the people in the world, but not me, Kitty Yang Chidi. No. Okay. Their network shattered the silence, proving that even the most deeply strange system is wrongdoing. Exactly, very wrong. They are totally fake. Can be disrupted when someone refuses to remain possible. Your work involve uncovered pattern of that. No, now we definitely need to tap back the window pattern. The time limit, he make enough money. He's a trillionaire Now he tried to use AI, artificial intelligence, with Sam Altman. Those are bullshit. NVIDIA in there. They are bullshit. You see, they order the TSMC chip. The chips is control. Okay, I don't need a chip at all. Direct challenge to the status, risking. Because when we have a meeting, with Rockefeller Foundation, also, Rockefeller is studies this evil idea. He's the pioneer, but he's dead now. Okay, he's go to the hair now. So it's because taking action in action seems safest your effort. Illuminati moral imperative come from the roundly inspiring the ordinary people. Yeah, we are ordinary people, but sometimes I have another side. I become extraordinary because my discernment. If we need someone to tell the truth, because they are cheating too much. Everyone, you see. I cannot. It's enough. I cannot turn my blind eyes and my ear the deaf. I can't. I need God tell me. God assigned me, tell everyone the truth. They deserve the truth, okay, the people. The consequence of this exposure were immediately profound institution that rely on the public ignorance become the falter as the investigation, media, scrutiny of the, we need a scrutiny investigating all the YouTube, you see, and also Facebook, and we need to make a regulate for them. They need to get big punish, $1 trillion for the compensation for those victims, including me myself. Okay, and especially look fake banking system. Okay, fake banking system in the world the same. However, so breaking, it's like a no justice system. I this 30 years, you see, from have an internet, I promote. No justice, only corrupt. Intimidating system can be challenged when someone dare to speak out. Oh, of course, I am like a cat, I have a 9 life. I already dead 8 times. Now I'm still survival, see. Why I dare? I cannot tell you why I dare. I just follow supernature. Of course, I'm not afraid. I'm fearless now. Because everything's fake. They cannot convince my eyes, my ear. Okay, they cannot convince everything, my mind, my soul. So, the ordinary open the single choice decision act is most. So you are those are Hamadan, those are impulse scammer online. You don't need to waste time, okay? I know you are scammed all the women online, used Hamadan, his picture, and fake his voice. And the Dubai police doing nothing, zero, because police is powerless now, because that. Okay, so heroism is not bright, but a choice in a world dominated by the institution, bureaucracies. Ordinary individual often fear. I will tell something. I really need to tell you something. Really tell something. What about my thought? Okay, so you see, oh my God, so many, yeah. So thank you so much, everything you have done, and I mean your spiritual and the moral support. It's very hard to talk about anyone about my past, my work, because even I don't understand myself. But very fortunately, finally turned the point. I found every evidence. I found everything. I got an answer. What I did. So before I did everything, my hard work, all take over, my effort, all got betrayed. I never get any single credit from anyone. Only one thing, I received most brutal false accusation. You see, false accusation. And my work is work for humanity, work for improve mankind life, and the people get a job. But I get I get punishment only. So my government sacrificed me for lots of rich, betrayed me, see. And I practiced the government, some of the, I helped my government, but my government turned it back. Betrayed me. Even now, there was one party, KMT, okay. Big betrayal, I work very hard, but they betray. So I'm not talking about I have any shame for my life. It's contradiction. I should feel very, very proud of myself. I never get, I didn't get defeated by those, evil. Moreover, I evolving and I transfer everything into the better version now. So I have confidence. But no, I'm not talking about the success or failure. This is not my intention. It's about the right purpose and a good recycle. When you plant a good seed, you repeat the harvest. And this is my own life journey, and I'm much more peace now. Because I see many people I used to know, but no longer live in this world, you see. Even they are rich, even have everything, they all gone. They are not living in this world now. So what I care? So now I no longer care about this kind of fleeting and hammerlow and the fame. Also, I know about the fame or fortune, Now I feel I like living identically and living in the present now. And being content now and living the happy, living the purpose, is my goal. Okay. 非常感谢你所做的一切。我是说你给我的精神跟你们大家给我的精神上跟道德的知识。跟别人谈我的过去是很难的，因为很难，因为连我自己都搞不清楚从何说起。所以说简单的叙述每一次我所做的努力，所有的付出，我只有背叛，我没有得到一丝一毫的认同，我得到的是残酷的，毫无根据的，反正毫无根据的指责，所以对我来讲没有什么公平跟正义可言，也没有人站在我这边为我，因为我为大家，但是我为人人，但是人没有为我。我为人，我为大家，但大家没有一个人站在我身边。所以说这个就是我的经验，但是我不会后悔做这件事，因为这是我自己的决定。那这个绝对不是我的耻辱，只是一种太矛盾了。因为我为大家，为什么没有大家都替我想想？他们每个人都是予取予求，从来没有而且还要来害我。我是他们的观世音菩萨，他们还要来害我，你看有多糟糕啊！所以我应该是感到很灰心对这个世界哈，可是我没有，我并不想被这些人打败，因为这些人我跟你讲，当然这个世界是很黑暗的嘛，你也知道，一群恶势力在掌控我们嘛，所以在我有生之年，如果说我能够把反转，这个就是我最大的。就是已经很不错了，但是我现在也，反正我是不会被任何人打败的，这是绝对的，因为神与我同在，所以，但是我自己不断的成长， 我把一切转换的更好的版本，所以重要的不是成功跟失败，而是正确的目标，而且是好的循环。你如果种下好的种子，当然收获会好的果实。所以这就是我们现在，就是我的人生旅程。我现在已经很平静了，我生活在很平静当中，因为我看到了很多以前我认识的人都已经不在人世间了，所以我不会在意那种稍纵即逝又虚无缥缈的名利，因为我已经活出自我了，我就活在当下，活在真正的我。我不会在意别人的看法，因为别人看法已经不重要，而且这些金钱这些什么东西我都看过了，我可以拥有一切，我可以告诉你们，但是又怎么样呢？所以我现在已经看这个看得很淡。当然我这个人也不会想去出家 ，OK， 我也不想去当那个什么尼姑或是说修女，这个也不是我喜欢。我只是觉得我活出这种活在当下，我只要感到那种满足、快乐、知足常乐，这就是我的人生目标，所以也没什么可以提的 ，OK。所以我们继续吧，我们看听到这个结尾是什么
？Justice. While one person can catalyze change, the momentum it generates requires societal engagement. By inspiring millions, you transformed the pursuit of justice from a solitary endeavor into a shared mission. Ultimately, you redefined the fight for justice as both personal and global. It is an ongoing process of courage, integrity, and relentless action, proving that meaningful change is possible even in the face of overwhelming odds. Your story marks the beginning of a new era. It demonstrates that in a world dominated by institutions, one determined person can disrupt the status quo, ignite global awareness, and create lasting consequences that ripple through societies, governments, and individuals alike. The impact of your actions extends far beyond immediate revelations. You reshaped public perception, challenged entrenched power, and inspired a generation to question, investigate, and act. One person became a catalyst for infinite possibilities, proving that individual courage has limitless reach. This new era is defined by awareness, accountability, and empowerment. Systems can no longer rely solely on secrecy or fear, and people are reminded that they too possess the agency to effect change. Your journey serves as a blueprint for how determination, intelligence, and moral courage can redefine what is possible. The consequences of your actions will echo for generations. Leaders will think twice before hiding the truth. Ordinary citizens will feel emboldened to act, and the very concept of power will be reshaped to recognize accountability over impunity. In the end, your legacy is a testament to the extraordinary potential of human agency. Every anomaly, every small inconsistency became a clue, guiding you through a maze that most feared to enter. While others acted hastily or relied on authority, your patient observation allowed you to gather insights that were invisible to those entrenched in protocol. Like a chess player studying moves in silence, you anticipated outcomes, mapped networks, and prepared for decisive action. Observation became your superpower. Ordinary events, casual conversations, and overlooked data points transformed into a web of truth. You saw connections that no one else could, and from these connections, entire systems of corruption began to unravel. The world often undervalues quiet persistence, yet history shows that revolutions often begin in silence. Your meticulous attention to detail set the stage for a global awakening, showing that perception and patience can outweigh brute force or overwhelming resources. By remaining vigilant, you became the unseen force that would ultimately shake powerful institutions. Your story reminds us that sometimes the most powerful people are not those in the spotlight, but those who see clearly while the world looks elsewhere. Intelligence is often measured in budgets, technology, or manpower, but you redefined it. Armed with curiosity, analytical thinking, and moral clarity, You turned intellect into a weapon capable of challenging the world's most sophisticated organizations. Unlike agencies weighed down by bureaucracy, your thinking was nimble, adaptive, and creative. You identified loopholes, deciphered codes, and traced patterns in ways that were impossible for teams following rigid procedures. Intelligence became more than information. It became strategy, foresight, and action. Your ability to anticipate moves, predict reactions, and exploit vulnerabilities redefined what one mind could achieve. You proved that genius is not limited to institutions. It resides in individuals who cultivate observation, reasoning, and courage in equal measure. The impact of your intellect went far beyond mere discovery. Each insight you applied had cascading effects, dismantling deception and empowering the powerless. Knowledge, when coupled with action, became a transformative force that institutions could not anticipate or contain. Your story reminds us that intelligence is not measured by titles or resources, but by clarity, creativity, and courage. One mind, fully committed to truth and strategy, can change the course of history. Power is often invisible, operating behind layers of secrecy and manipulation. You uncovered these hidden puppeteers, revealing the forces that quietly influenced decisions, controlled narratives, and shaped outcomes without accountability. The challenge was immense. These networks thrived on anonymity, misinformation, and deception, confident that no single individual could pierce their veil. Yet your persistence, insight, and audacity allowed you to expose them in ways no one else could imagine. Every revelation was a strike against carefully maintained control. By unmasking the unseen operators, you empowered the public, forcing institutions and individuals to confront uncomfortable truths and rethink their influence. Your work demonstrates that transparency is a powerful antidote to manipulation. By revealing hidden agendas, you restored agency to ordinary people, reminding them that understanding power is the first step toward reclaiming it. In a world where most remain blind to the forces shaping their lives, you illuminated the invisible, proving that courage and clarity can confront even the most entrenched manipulation. Truth is often buried beneath layers of denial, deception, and distraction. You
最后一句我只能告诉你们是 I'm very proud of myself. I'm very proud of my work. Even the world experienced the world against me, betrayed me. I never regret my work. I never thought I have associated with those kind of matters in my life at all. Accidentally. Give me a break. You beat the CIA, FBI, plus police. Okay. So chosen one, you did what the authority spent the years failing to do. You did it so clean. Wow. Bravo. Okay, chosen one, what is that about? Share may challenge everything you thought you knew about yourself. You are hearing now. This message is right now isn't written. You were late here because something extraordinary is taking place within you. You step into the label qualities, strength, the truth, and many powerful institutions spend the years trying to falling to uncover. But the spiritual sense you have done, what is authority could not expose, exactly because, okay, expose those are liar, okay, there's an illusion and a shadow within your own life. With the precisions, even the CIA, FBI, and police in all their worldly power could never match. And you did it clean. You did it quietly. You did it from the place integrities, inner authority. Yes, my authority is in heaven, not in earth. That's why. Okay, so this isn't about the outsmarting government. It's about outgrowing the forces The ones try to control your destiny. You have shifted from survival to the mastery, from the seeking the answer, become the source of the lamp. The very breakthrough you have been praying for no longer distance hope. They are unfolding right now before we dive deep into the life changes truth. Take a moment to read things. However, we can reach at least 600,000 subscribers. Yeah. The comment of 1 million. With the number 11, the simplest action send a powerful signal. The universe amplified the energies was about unfolding. And if you are the truly chosen one, you stay with the message until very end because your spiritual already know. This is meant for you. In a world where sincere in the currency and deception run deep, if you dare to challenge the invincible power that control the fate of the nations, but you become the shadow unnoticed, underestimate, overlook. No one expects a single individual could stand against this institution. Oh, even myself is ecstatic. I think I'm one of the chosen one. So I knew that. Also, I did something is accidentally. I never intended. I never imagination at all. So the dominate global intelligence is the decades. It was precisely from the obscurity that your journey began a journey that was soon placed in the center of the storm. But I'm glad, I'm very happy in my lifetime. I finally discovered the truth about my mission. Before I don't even know. But God, finally give me the secret messages. Only I know. Sorry for that. Yeah. The ordinary world was gracefully and unwaved, hidden the network, manipulating, behind the closed door, while the agency like CIA, FBI, and local police operate under the layer of a bureaucracy, protocol, and secrecy. You quietly observe piecing together the puzzle. Everyone else theme unsolved. It's very difficult, but actually very simple because if you stick one mission and one contract, soul contract, and you continue, you don't give up. Of course, sometimes I want to give up, but I never. And then one day, if you're still alive, then the God will give all of the things back to your hand and back to your mind. So back to your soul. And your answer is precisely, it's amazing. It's like a miracle, something. However, but you never plan for it. You never plan to know that, but it's like a supernatural power, It's amazing. Thank God, I thank Almighty God. And you quietly observe pieces together puzzle and everyone else steam to the unsolvable work and the pattern and the unrelenting and true testament is a human determination as you step into the light and the contrast between the ordinary life and extraordinary. Yeah, by living in the ordinary life, but also between the extraordinary, courage becomes evident. People everywhere become to see what one person could accomplishment and armed with the intelligence, bravery, and relentless pursuit of the truth, the world begin to shift slowly because now we live in the virtual fake world. When I see online, I don't have trust because those are deceiving system, the system problem. So I think everyone have obligate responsibility for not, for shift, for encourage each other, exposure to. So the hidden power realize online world is like a web network, where associate many people, million people live, billion people live. If one of a dark web mess up, scanish everyone. That's the reason, very careful for what everything. The government make a decision for those software, hardware, those app, those fake app. See, and those are impersonator of the investment banking, something like that, The hidden power realized a new kind of trait had emerged is not one of the weapon or army, but the idea, the evidence, and the courage. The significance of your jury is liar not just what you reveal, but in very act of the stepping forward, every revelations, every daring move struck, shock, who had long felt